Well, listen, if we're not renewing the mind, if we're not growing the mind, we're basically stagnating. So we might one step forward, two back, and we're never really making progress, you know. So we do need to understand. There's a philosopher by the name of Osho, and Osho says, mind, a beautiful servant, a dangerous master.
Yeah.
And the dangerous master is that programming that we have, that conditioning that we have, that will prevent us from challenging the status quo and cause us to stay where we are. And so we need to be on a constant renewal, journey of renewal of our thinking process. We need to think about why we think the way we do, and we need to identify how it is we want to think. Who do we need to be in order to get to where we want to go?
Can we serve that on a personal level?
Absolutely. Because if we know where it is that we want to go, even if we're employed by somebody else, we might have bigger dreams. We might have just dreams of promotion within the business, or we might have bigger dreams to set up our own business. Or we might have dreams to bring more people to Christ and grow the church, or we might have dreams to grow our organization and, you know, impact whatever area of, let's say, environmental conservation or whatever that is that we're working in, right? But you've got to know what impact you want to have, and then you've got to identify, what do I already bring to the table as it relates to being able to have an impact, but what's missing?
How do you
right?
perfect it? You
And
perfect it.
yeah, and when you
perfect
realize
it.
what's missing, then you need to go to work on the mind to give yourself the right programs. Because we look, there's a couple of surveys out and studies out that talk about habits and the power of habits, right? And there's this guy, James Clear, I don't know if anybody's read the book, Atomic Habits, but he talks about 40 to 50% of the things we do, the activities we do on a daily basis are automatic, right? They're habits, they stem from a habit. What's really key about that is that so let's say one of the habits is taking your phone out of your back pocket. Once you take the phone out of your back pocket, what happens when you look at the phone? And how do you spend the rest of the time once you've looked at the phone? Some of it could be distractions and wasting time, just scrolling and what have you, but others could be watching a video training podcast, or it might be responding to family needs, or sending an email to the boss. But the point is, once you've pulled out the phone, that's already dictating what you're going to do next.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So then, what that tells us is that habits actually inform how we spend maybe 70 or 80 or 90% of our time, right? So we've got to make sure that we're creating the right habits, because that will inform how we spend our time and how we grow in order to be the person we need to be in order to do what it is we want to do.